Thank you, Kari. I'm in Stetson Studio 1 at VPR, and it is my pleasure to welcome back Camerata, New England. We have 5 players today. We'll be hearing Dvorak's Piano Quintet in A major, Opus 81, and you can not only listen to it, but you can watch a live stream on Facebook if you choose. You can go to vpr.net/classical and just scroll down for Camerata New England Live, and you'll see a link to the Facebook page, and you can watch us. The members of Camerata New England who are with us today are violinists Omar Chingwe and Andrew Ng, violist Peter Solsky, cellist Linda Galvan, and pianist Evelyn Zuckerman. And joining me at the microphones are Omar Chingwe and Peter Solsky.
Hi.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for joining us today. We've been planning this for many months to have the complete Dvorak Piano Quintet live here, and we're glad it's finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it's perfect for a 1-hour program as well.
Yes, it's about 40 minutes of music thereabouts in your performance, and we're looking forward to that. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about, have you both been with Camerata New England since the beginning, and how long ago was that?
Well, I can start off and then I'll hand it over to Omar. I was lucky enough, I think in the first couple of years, there were more forces involved. We would do some larger programs of string ensemble, conductorless string ensemble work, and we did wonderful concerts. I remember in these at Lebanon Opera House. And but yeah, I was just actually back full-time into the country at that point, and it was really fantastic to start coming up here and explore New England again, because I was originally from the Boston area, but had been abroad for many years, and it was just fantastic getting to start seeing the group work and grow and play in so many venues that also didn't regularly have live music, which was really important. And then I think in later years, so I've been sort of fortunate enough to be here probably every year, and then Johnny come lately, but not really, because you actually played in that big group, didn't you?
I did play with a large Camerata, 2 concerts, maybe about 5 years ago, or 5 or 6 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
that's
pretty much near the beginning.
Yeah.
Now, the Camerata is based sort of in the upper Connecticut River Valley area. You play frequently in Norwich, I know, and do you have venues in New Hampshire you perform regularly?
We do, well, in other places in Vermont, as we play in Woodstock, not too far from there as well. We just played again in Vermont, in Montpelier. That was very, just our last program was there.
Randolph as well?
In Randolph.
Last weekend.
Randolph. We're supposed to play in Concord, New Hampshire, and I think we'll be coming back there next season. Upper New Hampshire also, we used to play there.
We did some amazing concerts for a while up in Colebrook. It's just south of the border, I think.
Sure, that's up north in the right along the Connecticut River, but up toward the top of New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Well, that's a wonder. I'm sure they don't get a lot of chamber music in Colebrook.
Yeah. I just remember the ice storms in April or October.
They looked forward to our concerts there. That was exciting there. Yeah.
So how much does the group grow and contract depending on what kind of music you're going to play?
Well, currently we're not playing as much the large Camerata with like a full string orchestra formation. So most of our programs now are either piano trio, piano quartets, or quintets. So between a trio and quintets. And this iteration, this program we're doing is piano quintet, and half the season usually is a piano trio formation. So next season there'll be another for more piano trios as well.
And that's usually with you and Linda Galvan playing cello and Evelyn Zuckerman
That's
at
right.
the piano.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have all those folks here today. Well, do you want to introduce the Dvorak? What do we need to say about this wonderful piece?
Well, Omar, you did some great program.
Yeah,
well, thank you to you.
Well, this is Dvorak, great Czech composer. So this music would certainly reflect his the Czech folk music. Even if it doesn't literally quote them, it definitely has the spirit of it, the folk dance and folk song. In particular, this is a piano quintet in 4 movements. The second movement is a Dumka, which is Dvorak is particularly known for. It's a very pensive, slow, more pensive, introspective piece of music with more little outbursts. And the third movement is another folk dance, a furiant. Last movement is also folkish, also dance-like. So it's got everything and feels very Czech. Even if one doesn't really know what Czech is, it's definitely going to feel like it.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
exceptional.
should we hear it?
Yes.
Let's play.
Let's go.
This is Dvorak's Piano Quintet in A major, opus 81, played for us live on VPR Classical this morning by Camerata New England. The 5 musicians are violinists Omar Chen Gui and Andrew Ng, violist Peter Solsky, cellist Linda Galvan, and pianist Evelyn Zuckerman. You can find out more about Camerata New England at their website, cameratanewengland.org. And once again, you can link to that through our website, vpr.net/classical, where you can link to the Facebook page so you can watch this performance as well as listen. vpr.net/classical. Scroll down for Camerata New England Live. the Piano Quintet in A major, opus 81, by Antonin Dvorak, played for us live on VPR Classical by Camerata New England. The five members: violinists Omar Chen Gui and Andrew Ng, violist Peter Sulsky, cellist Linda Galvan, and pianist Evelyn Zuckerman. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Joining me at the microphones, pianist Evelyn Zuckerman and violinist Andrew Ng. Such a wonderful piece.
Oh, it is, and I have to tell you how much I appreciate having this wonderful piano to play it on.
Well, we're very grateful that that was donated to
Yes.
to our new studio here, our Steinway Concert D grand piano, a instrument fitting for the room.
Yes,
Well, it sounded lovely under your fingers, Evelyn.
thank you, thank you.
Now,
It's so often that as a pianist, one has to always deal with a new instrument. Every place that we play, it's always a different instrument for the pianist, and if the action is not completely even, that becomes quite the problem to solve, because all of a sudden notes will be loud or it's too soft, and trying to get a beautiful melody line is quite a challenge. So
well, ours is a new instrument, and I'm told
Yes.
that it's still very green, as they say, and it just needs to be played a little more, and we're working on that. And you had quite a few notes to play
yes,
today.
help break it in.
Yeah, she's got a couple.
Now, you regularly perform with Camerata New England as part of their trio.
Yes, that's right.
So are you an original member?
Yes, actually, we began 9 years ago, and when we played as the chamber orchestra, I would play harpsichord at that time because it was usually a Baroque piece that had keyboard. But then gradually we evolved to a smaller ensemble, and so here we are today playing trios. We sometimes play quartets, quintets, even sextets.
Now, Andrew, how long have you been playing with Camerata New England?
I think I played the first concert, must have been 8 years ago, maybe. I was Death and the Maiden for string orchestra and Dvorak Serenade. That was a larger group, and then I've been sort of doing some of the smaller stuff the past few years.
Now, when you're not playing with Camerata New England, what sort of things do you do?
Well, right now I'm teaching at Wellesley College in Wellesley, Massachusetts, violin and viola, and just sort of performing chamber music around New England.
And so is most everyone based somewhere in New England? That is, Peter said Boston for him.
Yes,
And
Omar is also in the Boston area. Linda and I live in the Upper Valley, Upper Connecticut River Valley.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. What's ahead for Camerata New England in the near future?
Yes, so next season, starting I believe at the end of September, we will be having a concert of trios. We will be doing Haydn, one of the Haydn trios, the one with the Hungarian rondo, Torina trio, the Brahms horn trio.
Oh, wonderful.
Later on, we'll do Beethoven, an early Beethoven trio, Rimsky-Korsakov, Tchaikovsky. There will also be violin and piano sonata and cello and piano sonata later on in the season.
Well, people can keep up with Camerata New England at your website, cameratanewengland.org. And we have a link to that at our website, vpr.net/classical. Thanks so much, Camerata New England. The members, once again, playing for us today, violinists Omar Chen Gui and Andrew Ng, violist Peter Sulsky, cellist Linda Galvan, and pianist Evelyn Zuckerman. Thanks also to our page turner today, Valerie Miller. Thanks to our sound engineers today, Peter Engish and John Billingsley. Thanks to our piano tuner technician, Alan H. Day of Williston, tuning pianos in homes and on stage for 45 years, pianomanday.com. And thank you for listening to VPR Classical. I'm Walter Parker, and from Stetson Studio 1, it's back to Kari Anderson in the Classical Studio.